Hey, so about last night, Married at First Sight, episode 14. I was glad to see that Paige and why did I just draw a blank? I can't even think of his name. Whatever the dude's name is, I was glad I didn't see them. Um, I think Paige has been through enough, and I don't even understand why she would go to the commitment ceremony, or not really commitment ceremony, but just to say, yeah, I'm leaving him or whatever. Like I wouldn't go. I don't understand why she likes being tortured, but I felt like every one of them, when the experts come, they don't really talk about what they need to talk about. I do think that Haley and Jacob, I guess, did kind of the best at it because when she asked the questions, they answered. And I think with Jacob, he holds on to things and does not say how he feels in the time. And then when he not really explodes, but unleashes, then she gets aggravated because instead of her, actually paying attention to the situation or justifying with a good reason, she gets agitated that, he's been holding on to this all this time. And I mean, I guess you really can't tell somebody how to feel and how to express it, but he definitely needs to work on that in and out this, whenever he's with somebody else, because I don't believe that they're going to stay together. Um, I think he brings it up at the worst times. When they're doing good, here he comes with something, and I think that that's another reason why she gets frustrated. But you can't tell somebody how to feel. I don't understand why your mama didn't send the bracelet. Once she realized she had it, and you realized she had it, she could have mailed it back. It didn't. She didn't need to, for you to ask to send it back. It's not hers. It was a gift from her husband. So why does she still have it? It makes no sense. And I understand why he's pissed. I don't know why he brought up the price. And I don't know why he paid $800 for that bracelet. He got ripped off. Yeah, but there's like, I understand his frustration, but he needs to learn how to communicate it a little bit better than what he does and stop killing the good vibe moment with what you are festering. And I'm glad that, they did bring that up in front of Dr. Pepper so that she could at least clarify a little bit better his feelings, because he's not really able to. And, hopefully that Haley understood that. And I think that it was very petty for him to give the hat back. And I think it's, going to be even worse for her to give the bracelet back. And her mom, of course, her mom is taking her side because she feels like, it's something he gave her, so he shouldn't bring it up. But yeah, it's something he gave her that she does not have and has no interest on getting. It doesn't matter how often they argued, it's still a gift that he gave you that you could care less about. And I mean, if it was the other way around, I'm sure she would be hurt. Brianna and Vincent, I think that they're going to have a very hard time compromising because Brianna does not give, I don't believe, at all. She has to understand that like, her way is not, it just can't just be her way anymore. Like, even, okay, last week when he said, how do we compromise? Her compromise was, we go to bed a little earlier. Maybe you go to bed a little bit later and we get up later. Like, maybe, but that's not, if he's not a morning person and you are, you're just going to have to understand that you're not going to eat breakfast with your husband every day. And that should be okay. You guys are still new to each other and it may come in time, but you can't be mad that if at night he's still on his phone for some time, because that may be how he winds down, and your way of winding down and his way of winding down are different. I just don't see the big deal and why he has to get up. Like, you're thinking of breakfast and he's thinking of getting rest so he could go out and work his job. Um, the kids situation, when she brought it up and they were talking about it when they were, at the little tap dancing class, she gave him, I think she, got his hopes up about having kids, and then she drops the ball that, that's far off, a long time away. And I don't know why she said it, because she knew that that was going to just kill the mood. And I think she's very good at that sometimes. No, pretty much all the time. She's pretty good at killing the mood. I think that he's understanding, but he shuts down really quick, and he's able to regroup and, come back, but it's just in the moment he shuts down. I don't want to be insensitive to her having high blood pressure and, getting pregnant, but there are worse things. And whether you want to experience it later on in life or, while you're still younger, which younger would be better if you are worried about having blood pressure issues with your pregnancy. Like, as you get older, it's not going to get any better. And just with age, women have risks. It's not like we can't have them, but there sometimes are other risks that come with age. So I don't see her giving in, and I think that will be an issue, but I do think that they'll stay together. I just don't know how long they'll be able to stay together with, him giving some and her taking all. Virginia and Eric, they do not discuss the big issue. One of the big issues was her drinking and how they argue when she's drinking. He's not able to say to her and actually have a conversation where she talks back when it comes to alcohol. And that you're scared of that, and that that's an issue because that's something that you brought up with Dr. Pepper. The dog, the kids, all of those things will work themselves out. But if she continues to drink, it's not going to, that situation isn't going to go away without you making it known that it is a very big issue. And because she does not take it in well when it comes from you, I don't know why he didn't say to Dr. Pepper, like, I tried to speak to her about the drinking and she shut me down. They play, dance around the real issues. And his upbringing and her upbringing, yes, to her upbringing is an issue. But once she is, like, I don't think she thinks clearly, because she thought getting married would be bringing the husband into her mix instead of finding something new with her husband. It's like if he doesn't get on board, then, oh well. And it's with him, it's like if she don't, if I don't want to get on board and she doesn't want to get on my board, it's over. And it's very stupid. Like, I don't know why does she think that it would be okay for her to stay out all night? I don't care if they're your friends or not. Your friends should be able to if they pick you up, they should get you home. And that should be, I mean, you're not single anymore. So whatever you did in your single life, staying out all night or just partying that many days in a week, you should have known that it was going to stop. And that's a part of the reason why I don't think that she should have been picked, because her immaturity has shown from the beginning. She does have some mature moments, but her immaturity as far as drinking and wanting to go out, it shines through brightly. But I loved seeing her and playing basketball. Like, that was her element. It was just a total different Virginia to me. And I was very surprised because when I seen her at the basketball court, I thought that was something that she was doing with him. But I loved it. It was, I thought it was pretty dope. That's her all the way. And I'm glad we got to see it. Clara and Ryan. Clara is so worried about making Ryan upset. If you go talk to the ladies about you not getting any sex from him, but you get him off every night, and you cannot say that in front of Dr. Pepper to hopefully, get her to be not maybe like the mediator in between the situation so that he can say what he feels and she can, tell him from a doctor's perspective or from another woman's perspective or just from, an outsider's perspective that, maybe what he's feeling isn't, isn't real or, isn't really a bad thing and how he can work out those feelings. But they never, I mean, of course he's not going to say anything because he wants to keep sex a secret. Grow the fuck up, really. You're too old. And her, she's just so scared. And I don't know what you're scared of. Like, if you're scared to talk to your partner, that is an issue. And it's like she's almost in an abusive relationship that she's scared to say state the real issue in the relationship. And when he wrote his letter, I knew his letter was going to say something stupid. I really thought that because his first line, he kind of repeated it, and I thought that he was going to keep repeating it, and that would have been it, which would have pissed me off the whole way. And again, that's just her being scared because she expected so much more. And you can see where his maturity level is. Somebody who really thinks that they're mature and they have it all together and they don't is Ryan to me. He feels that she should, do the things he does. And if she doesn't, her way is not right. And I think that is, very, very stupid. But yeah, like, I don't understand Clara's, issue of being scared, because when the cameras leave, there's going to be no doctors who are going to, help you try to fix your situation. Who are you going to go to when the cameras and the doctors are gone? And then for him to say, he doesn't want to get in the habit of saying I love you because he thinks it basically devalues it. If you're following trying to have a relationship like your parents, model your relationship like your parents, does your parents still say I love you, or did they just say it that one time and it stopped? Because if they're still saying it, why would you think that it devalues the word? No, it just reassures your partner and that they are loved. And you never know what somebody's going through, and just that I love you could just change the person's whole day from bad to good. He makes issues out of no issue, honestly. And the sex thing, I would just be like, I almost think at this point in time that the sex may be a little bit more important to her than the love thing. Possibly. Maybe they're like, equal. I think that because love comes up at this point in time and that night sex really comes up because I'm getting him off and I'm getting nowhere. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what's most important. It just might depend on the time of day. But yeah, I don't understand why none of them, except for really Haley and Jacob, went in with their issue. The Dr. Pepper had to pull it out of all of them. And I don't know. I honestly don't know with Ryan and Clara. Like, I just think if she cuts him off and maybe starts to act a little distant, it may help her. Because then he may feel like he's losing her, and he may feel like, okay, I need to step up, and fix things quickly. Because I think right now he has no fear of anything. He thinks that their relationship is okay, and because if he thinks it's okay, it's not going to change, and because she's scared of voicing it, then he doesn't care. And even when she does voice it, it's in a roundabout way, so he's not getting the point, or he shuts her down in his own way. And so because verbally, I cannot show you what the hell I'm talking about. Physically, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I might even go sleep in a separate bedroom. Like, you know, you come to me when you're ready. And I mean fully ready, not just me getting you off. Fully, we getting each other off. Yeah, but anyway, I will be back next week. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you guys all for watching my videos. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Again, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.